Hello, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn about the Open System Interconnection or OSI. In short, we will give an introductory lecture on OSI. So let's look at the agenda. Definition of OSI will be the first point of discussion. After that, layered architecture of OSI. Last but not the least, we will learn why do we need layered architecture. So let us understand the definition of OSI. OSI means Open System Interconnection. So it starts with O, S and then I. Now this is basically a reference model for computer networks. This is open in the sense any protocol can use the model as a reference. There is no specific protocol. In OSI. That is why it is Open System Interconnection. It is founded by International Organization for Standardization. In short, we call it ISO. I stands for International, O stands for Organization, and this is the standardization S. So this is an international body that looks after the standardization of technical activity. This OSI model is a 7-layered model. In the sense, the total functionality of data transfer between a sender and a receiver through the communication channel is divided into 7 layers. So basically, it has a modular structure. Actually, to transfer data from the source to the receiver, lots of functions are required. And these are known as communication tasks. Now we look into the layered architecture of OSI. Basically, a network architecture is defined by a set of layers and a set of protocols. These protocols are set of rules for data transfer, and layers have their own functionalities. There, the layering actually divides the entire design into small pieces. The lower layer serves the upper layer, and the upper layer in turn is served by the lower layer. But for serving the upper layer, there is no definition of service implementation process. How the service is getting implemented is not defined. This provides modularity, and it has clear interfaces of all the 7 layers. So what are the basic elements of the layered architecture of OSI? Number 1 is service. Service means actions. What actions are being taken by the lower layers to serve the upper layers? Next is the protocol or the rules. Rules are basically the methods or procedures to be used for data transfer between the source and the destination. After that, the element is interface, which is basically the path through which the data flows. Now let us look at the different layers of OSI. As we said, there are 7 layers of the OSI model. Starting from the lowest layer, we have layer 1. Layer 1 is the physical layer. Layer 2 is the data link layer. Layer 3 is the network layer. Layer 4 is the transport layer. Layer 5 is the session layer. Layer 6 is the presentation layer. Layer 7 is the application layer. Similarly, here also, so let's consider this to be computer 1 and this is computer 2. Here also we have application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer and the physical layer. Now, physical layer is directly connected to the physical medium. This is the transmission medium or the channel through which the data moves. Now, this physical layer of computer 1 has protocol to be followed for layer 1. Similarly, data link layer of computer 1 must follow protocol of layer 2. Similarly, network layer should follow protocol of layer 3 and so on. So in this way, the physical layer of one computer will be connected to the physical layer of another computer through the protocol layer 1. In this way, all the layers will work independently, having their own functionalities. Now, why do we need layered architecture? We need layered architecture because we want modularity. This means the tasks are divided into smaller tasks which are manageable. Because the entire task of data transmission between the source and the destination is a huge task which may not be manageable at all. And also the task will be easily understood. Next is easy testing. If there is any changes in one layer, so new changes are easily tested because these changes will not be reflected into other layers. Next is divide and conquer approach. As we said, the unmanageable huge task is divided into manageable smaller tasks. So even if there is some problem in one layer, it will not be reflected into the other layer. An easy modification may be done in any layer, independent of other layers. So we can see the various reasons for layering architecture: modularity, easy testing, divide and conquer approach, and easy modification. Here we come to the end of this video where we have introduced OSI model. Here we understood what is a layered architecture, what are the different 7 layers of the OSI model, and why do we need layering. Thank you.